coffee brewing as the sun peeks through the haze. Birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. Front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, wanting just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakened to lighten her load. America's awakened to lighten her load.
Good morning, good morning. I hope you're all having a good morning. Let's see, we had Georgie was in first this morning. And see, Lacey is still sitting there. I know I couldn't come on screen yesterday. I don't know what was going on with that. The only thing I can think of was both the webcams I had set up were the same brand. So maybe the software only reads one. I don't know. Good morning, Harry. Good morning, Paul. Tammy's here this morning. Good morning. Heroes Chris. Good morning. Let's see. I said hello to Harry. There's Nancy. Troublemaker. We got TC in the house. Good morning, TC. Dwayne. Good morning. Miss PJ. Good morning. All right. It's not going to be the longest show this morning. I started a little bit late. That was my fault. Was on the phone this morning. I had a great Father's Day yesterday. I was not expecting to have the little man. He was away at one. He's going to multiple summer camps this year, and he was away at one. And I knew it ended, but I thought he was traveling yesterday. But he ended up. Oh, Chris is over there on Rumble. Thank you so much, Chris. Yeah, I thought he'd be traveling yesterday, so I wasn't expecting to see him. But yeah, he ended up coming over here, and we had a nice little Father's Day. His birthday present I had ordered for him because he took a long time determining what he wanted, so he wanted this gaming laptop, and he was determining, did he want a laptop or did he want a PC? Ultimately, he decided he wanted a laptop. So I ordered it, and I don't know what, it's been so frustrating with Amazon, because, I pay for Prime, and I'm supposed to get 2 day shipping. I don't get 2 day shipping, and it's like, what the hell? So I'll be honest. I'm thinking about dropping Amazon Prime because the thing is, I do enough business with Amazon that I would probably get Prime for free anyway. But yeah, if you can't offer me 2 day shipping, that's what I'm paying for. I don't I don't care about the TV shows. Um, like I don't care about your stupid music thing. Uh, the only thing that I kind of use, but it's much more passively, is I use Amazon Photos. I use that as a backup. Um, so yeah, that's about it that I use for them. And it's like, why is this such an issue? You were Dwayne was on Lip's lawsuit. She is an absolute train wreck. Yeah, she keeps coming in. Hey, Brett, good morning. Brett and Treese here, everyone. She keeps coming into the fake group, and she made a thing like Jeremy is responsible for the fake group because it's got his logo. Like that is not sanctioned by Jeremy at all. But yeah, it's not sanctioned by Jeremy at all. And I'm just making sure that my Wi-Fi. I was having problems with my Wi-Fi yesterday. Um, yeah, so she was like threatening to sue all these people from the fake group. It's like that's a public forum. And it's not run by Jeremy. It's actually owned by some Indian bot company, so they don't moderate it, which is so dumb. Lips thinks you're Coop's wife. Yeah, oh yeah, I did see that. Oh, that's funny. And they, I was a little bit mad. They had Coop way ahead of me in their little list of all. They had this list of all these accounts that talk about Jeremy Hales and the case and everything, and I was like low. I was like, come on, I'm better than that. They're still talking about my call to CPS. I don't care. Can't sue that. Well, she'll sue and then drop her lawsuit, and that's what she'll do. But by doing that, she's actually painting herself into a corner because eventually someone's going to realize, oh, I can sue her for harassment. And that's what'll come next. Madam Mayor, show Treese the song. Oh, yeah, we've got to do the song contest. I can't do it today. I do have people's things. We did a song and meme contest. So I'll be showing those. I just, I we intended on doing it yesterday, doing the show, or at least after the show. If TC didn't want to get into it, but it just so happened that we were able to get Dr. Kevin on. And Dr. Kevin, if you missed that interview, that was a really good interview. Dr. Kevin is he's a good guy to talk to. Um, he's someone. He's part of my early on when I would get my panic and anxiety attacks. He was one of those people that I could call knowing he would give me good advice. He was just being a friend, so he wasn't giving me, like medical advice, but he was one of those people that I could talk to who would be like, "Okay, let's analyze this." And just, we would talk through whatever was going on with me, and it was very fortuitous that, I met him about the time both of our marriages was falling apart. So we were able to kind of rely on each other, which is good. You need a support structure. And with me, none of my family lives here. So, like, my family's very supportive, but they're on the other side of the country. Yeah, I I've been talking to Kevin for at least 3 years about coming on to the show. And when he worked with Louder with Crowder, very popular show, I understood why he couldn't come on. You know, Crowder, especially now knowing what I know about Steven Crowder, because he's had some public falling outs with people from his show who've kind of given some insight. He's very he keeps his show on a very tight lock. So had Kevin come on the show, even though I'm way smaller of an audience, he would have been very unhappy, and I totally get it. Um, what did I not want to get into? Oh, the song contest. I don't think you wanted to get into the song and meme contest. We didn't get many memes. We got a bunch of songs. Tug told me about last night. I didn't know about it, so I asked Bug to be my lawyer. That's funny. You'd have a much better attorney. um, and that's what's funny is like people like Tug and Megan and Steven Crowder and Mindy Robinson. What's funny is like these are people that I've been watching for years. Um, like Tug, I never watched Tug show. I followed him on X, and I really enjoyed him on X, and I used to retweet him. Um, and like there's people that I was talking with when I talked with Tug that he kind of runs or at least ran in a circle with, and he was like, "Do you know them?" I'm like, "Oh my god, I love their show. I watch their show every day." Um, so it's kind of weird how like I now have like this network to people that I was already following. It's so surreal to me. Um, but I shouldn't be surprised because see, like this morning on X, I hit 5,000 followers on X, and that was my goal. I was really trying for a while. I have one other goal I'm trying on X. So X is still going to be my focus for a bit, but yeah, where's my profile here? There we go. Yeah, I hit 5,000 followers this morning, and a lot of that was just focusing on, and that's in less than 2 years. Less than 2 years. It was June of 2023 that I made this account. See, because I can already the way that Twitter used to be, you would get banned, but there was already writing on the wall. Like you'd get suspended for a day, suspended for 7 days, banned. That was kind of their thing. So the moment I would get suspended for a day, I would start a new account because if your account existed before your ban, it wasn't ban evading. So, and this is probably like my fourth or fifth account on X. And with each band, I would get more followers because they were making me better at Twitter. And a couple of those bands were complete and total BS. Like there's one or two that I totally get, but yeah, a couple of them, like a couple of those suspensions, I'm like, that's bullshit. Megan and Doug are really good about researching and sharing information. Absolutely, they are, especially sharing. And that's what some people don't get sharing information. When you're doing a show where you're talking about cases, you do share information. And if you don't, no one's going to work with you. No one wants to work with you at all. Tommy, good morning. Roberts Tower, good morning. Um, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg area is beautiful. Highly recommend for anyone traveling to Tennessee. I've been there. It is a beautiful area. My family loves it. That's actually where my parents honeymooned. Was in Gatlinburg. The attractions are expensive, but you can find deals online. Big tip: park and use the trolley. And who was it? The expert was just at Dollywood not too long ago. I did see where a kid was there, and Dolly was actually in the parade that they did at Dollywood. So that's really special when she can get there. Do you know how smart that woman is? Have you guys ever heard of Medieval Times? or there's normally wherever there's a medieval times, there's another dinner and a show place called Pirates. Dolly Parton owns those. She owns those. Incredibly, incredibly smart. TC is going to teach me how to make the chicken Kiev. Eh, I would watch you two. Like, I thought that was funny. I thought Slug and Megan doing the cooking stream. I was rolling watching that. I think those are good streams. It's really good content. And the thing is, like, this is what I tell so many people. They come into doing their shows with an idea of themselves. I I wanted to do a comedy show. I actually did not want to do a veteran show when they talked me into doing this. I was going to do a show that just talked about the news and made fun of it. Much like the Daily Show when it started. I loved it when it started. I really did because it was making fun of the news. And but then it kind of morphed into a thing that it wasn't making fun of the news, it was making fun of the news of the day, which is still, that definitely has its place. But I tuned out. Like when Jon Stewart took over, almost immediately I was like, yeah, no, I enjoyed Craig Kilborn, and but that's kind of what I wanted to do. And they were like, maybe we'll do some of this. They're like, but we really want a veterans show, and we went around and around before we settled on this. Um, Not this format, but like the Veteran Nation Live format that we do. And I could see where they were coming from. It does a lot of good things. So I totally got it, and that's how the show kind of became the way it is. Uh, but a lot of people, you have to chase the audience in a way. Like I know I do some things that the audience, for the most part, doesn't like. There's a select group who really likes it, so I'll do that stuff for them. There's stuff that the audience loves that I'll do it, but I'm not going to do it every day because I don't want to be known for that. Uh, like I kind of with reading the updates for uh, the what the hell's court cases. I did that for a while. I really don't want to keep doing that because there's too many people doing it. Um, and I always value being different. Always have valued being different. And I'll have a segment doing it. There you go, Tommy. Yeah, you're very smart. But you have to chase your audience. You got to find out what the audience likes and do that stuff. Now, when I do stuff where most people are tuning out, there is a segment of the audience that I do know love it. So that's why I do it. And I'm not afraid to try new stuff. Not at all. Um, but yeah, some people are not. And that's one thing when I was on Tug Show, that was one thing that we had a discussion about. He's like, he goes, you're gonna keep growing. And he goes, because you've had to fight this whole time to get the followers that you've got. And he goes, how this thing works. Some people, they do something, they get a ton of followers, and they don't know how to keep that audience. Because if another show asks you to follow someone, most people will do it. Oh yeah, I'll go follow them. But that doesn't mean they're going to watch your stuff, and it doesn't mean they're going to stick around. So, like me doing these coffees, I was not. These started like 2 years, almost 2 years ago. I blame Mike for being a streamer. He created a little monster. You're more devours in your content, diverse in your content, in order to please be a wider audience. It's not about pleasing a wider audience. It's just about trying things that people like. Really, it is. Some people only like certain things, and that's fine. I'll do that stuff, even if it only gets me 100 views. I know that there are people and a lot of that's the comments. They like 100 views, but yet I get 10 comments. I'm like, okay, yeah, there's a group who likes this, and that's what you gotta always be analyzing. And some people I can tell are not analyzing at all. Niches are great for building channels, but over time you can get boxed in by your niche and burn out. Yeah, you got to do different stuff. Absolutely. And niches are perfect for like getting subscribers, do a niche thing. The soap opera. Well, yeah, the 18th is going to be a big day, a very big day. And I'm off on the 18th. I will be in Florida next week. Um, I I will probably not be to Levy County, uh, simply because the area of Florida I'm going is a further drive. I won't even be able to see Coop. I would love to see Coop, but yeah, I'm going to be further away. I'm going to be up in the Jacksonville area is where I'm going to be, and it's a work trip for me. So I need to find a niche. I've already told you, AVA, you do airsoft. That is a niche. You got to do some videos on that. There's probably other stuff that you could do, niche stuff that you could do. Me and Coop, we need just to pull the band-aid off. We were doing, we both do paracord, but we've never done anything together. So last night I was gonna do a hot tub show, but having the little man threw everything off because he goes back to his mom at 7, which is the time I was planning on doing the hot tub show. And when I came back, it was dark, and I didn't want to do a show in the dark. So maybe I'll do one tonight. And last week I was gonna do one, and then someone called me. Um, I did love that we now know that what's her name is the mole. All these old people probably won't like. You'll only be an hour from me, Skipper, if you go to Jacksonville. Yep. I'm going there for a business conference. So, but I will be in Florida. Um, so yeah, I don't know if anyone from the What the Hales universe, if they'll be in or near Jacksonville. I would love to meet some of these people face to face. The one I would really love to meet face to face is Deanna. She is just such a good person. AVA, your niche is taking care of my kids. Get to yeah, AVA, you are like what Georgie said. Just be you. If you just came on and talk about stuff, people would enjoy it. They would. And there's more than enough things that you have that you can talk about. And sometimes just telling war stories, people enjoy that too. Um, I'm going to be going here soon. It's a short stream just because I started it late. Good morning, Lou. I just saw that you were here. TK, good morning. As long as you build a relationship with your chatters and entertain them. Yeah, but you do. So that is part of it. Me doing these where I can talk with you guys is a part of it. But I also have to do videos that because you got to do different stuff. So that's why I do shorts and I do videos. Doing a mix of it all will keep expanding. If you just sit here and talk to your audience, you're never going to go in front of a new audience. New people will not find you. But doing like Georgia, you have TikTok and you do TikToks. Doing those TikToks and then putting them out as a YouTube short will pull you in new things. Yeah, MLS. I said all along, if you guys remember, I said, yeah, it's MLS is smarter than stupid, Dave. And yeah, he was looking for a deal. Stu's buddy was looking for a deal. Which I'm gonna dunk on him later on today in the fake group. But yeah, we found out who at least one of the moles is and who wanted the deal. Short stream is like that, a quick piss. Yeah, it kind of is, but it gives you guys like trying to get. I will put out something every day just so you guys know. Hey, I'm here. I'm here. Some of the stuff you guys yeah, no, Skipper, not for me, and that's okay. Doesn't have to be for everyone. Like okay, we got Good morning, Larry. We got Larry in here this morning. Larry does his coffee streams. He does restoration. He's got the birds. He's gonna keep growing. Larry's gonna keep growing. Interacting with chat is very helpful, and you do that. Yeah. Honestly, you don't even have to interact with the chat. Here's the secret. If you just are nice to your audience and you greet them, like when I say, "Hey, good morning, Cher. Good morning, TK. Good morning, Robin," acknowledging people, it takes you so far. Just that. And if you keep going on, you don't even have to read the chat. You just, "Hey, good morning," when they jump in, or, "Hey, how's it? I see we got so and so in the house." That's praising your audience. And when I took that digital marketing class, praising your audience um, is very big. That's why we got Tommy Karate in here. I have sent Tommy Karate merchandise. He is a super fan. Your super fans you want to keep very close and take good care of them. When there's new merchandise out, that's who you want. "Hey, I'm going to send this to you," because they're going to be the ones to talk about it the most, and they're going to be your marketing arm. And that's why I've got no problem doing stuff like that. That's why I've sent Coop merchandise, Georgie. They do the marketing for you. Like several of the people who, a couple of them that even aren't here anymore. They did marketing for me. You find out who those people are, and yeah, you reward them. And I've got no problem sending merchandise to people. I just got a whole new roll of stickers. So, uh, people like, yeah, when people do things, I haven't figured out what yet, but I'm going to be able to send them a sticker. Be like, "Hey, I'm going to send you a sticker." Mm. Some creators think they're above the audience. "Oh, I'm important." And what's funny, a lot of those people barely have any following. Barely have any following. And this channel's still growing. That's what I'm excited about. You know. Uh we're at 6254, I think it was. I hit 6257, but YouTube sometimes plays games and they purge accounts and stuff like that. Uh so it'll do this for a couple days, and that's when I know it's YouTube. It's like, okay, I hit a top, and then it comes down, and then I hit that top again. It's just YouTube playing games. All the crap hitting the fan in Cali. Hope you are safe. I'm way far away of all that stuff, so I'm good. Thank you, Lou. Thank you so much. Um, but like when I get to the point where I take this show on the road and I get a camping van or a box truck or something, that'll be a different aspect to the show, because I'll be able to go around and actually like visit with some of you. Like the coffees with the skipper might turn into literally breakfast with the skipper. Uh, if I start traveling around, be like, "Hey, what's the good breakfast place near you? Let's meet there, and we'll record a little thing, and that'll be a video for the show." Again, praising the audience, doing new content. See, these are the type of things Skipper's thinking of. I'm not thinking about now. I'm thinking of, you know, second, third, and fourth steps. The military taught me that. I don't care how big my channel gets, I will always make my chat feel loved. Yeah, well, because those are going to be your core audience. Other people will casually watch, and some people, "Hey, I haven't watched you for a couple months, but I decided to drop in. Hey, thank you, I appreciate it. Now, where the f are you going?" And some people do that, and it's like, I do not have a right to your time. If you came here and you watched me, thank you so much for your time. Yeah, breakfast burrito stream. You know, Dave Portnoy. Dave Portnoy has gone around the country rating pizzas. Skipper could do the same thing, but with breakfast burritos. Genius, right? I'm taking someone else's idea, and it's a good idea that he's got, and I'm changing it and making it my own. So yeah, if I'm traveling around, it might not be pizzas. I'm very much a hamburger guy, but I don't know, that's kind of been overdone. Um, but I'll think of something. But yeah, I'll do stuff like that if I'm traveling around. Um, and then I'm also promoting businesses, which is also a great thing to do. I can try doing a live about airsoft for veterans. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I think a lot of people would. I never would have done it if my therapist didn't recommend. I think you should. Dude, I am not into airsoft, but someone like you, if you started showing stuff, you'd probably convince me to get in. Everyone talks about veterans and supporting them, but nobody wants to meet them and share their stories face to face. Well, especially if I'm driving around, and I will absolutely do like highlight veteran businesses. Tiny is the best, Mr. Coop, 150 birds of the best. Right? I love watching Brett and Teresa's videos. They're Oh, you like their DIY? I don't. I like when they're out and about. If they're doing the thrifting, I do like that. But I like Brett and Teresa. I just think they're just good people. Uh, I love their lake. That little like overhang that they had that they took, or either they took it down or they were gonna take it down. I can't remember offhand. Um, I was like, oh, that would be a perfect deck to look out on the lake. It was like a little hunting thing that it predated them, but they've got a really nice place. Really nice place. I love their place. That's a like if I were to move back to the East Coast, that's the type of place I would buy. And I actually might be moving back to the East Coast. I got little man who my family my family's big Ohio State fans, and he's thinking, he's going to be a sophomore this year, but he's already looking at what colleges he wants to go to, and he he's like, yeah, Ohio State, which we've got family on both sides of the family that have graduated from Ohio State, so it's kind of like a legacy thing. But I told him, I said, you go there, you're gonna have to. Your uncle's gonna pay for the football tickets, but you're gonna have to give him one. They have the perfect view of our beautiful Timms Ford Lake. Yep. I'm looking at the time, guys. I got to get going. I really enjoyed this stream, even though it was a short one. Thank you so much for being here. And as always, thank you for being worth serving.
Coffee brewing as the sun peeks through the haze. Birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. Front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Loose print smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakening at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awaking with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awaking with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awaking to lighten her load. America's awaking to lighten her load.